Hello everybody. Today is the winter storm and I'm going to vlog the whole thing. It is just now starting and now it's not really a storm, it's just snowing. But as anticipated, we got the text that all schools are closed tomorrow, at least the borough schools. And so tomorrow is a snow day for the kids. And snow day for Alaskans really means that it's an ice day because snow doesn't really slow us down unless we get like a foot overnight. It's the rain and the warm weather that messes the roads up. So tonight we're staying up late and we're actually watching the old 2000s snow day, and just to do something quiet. Lance has to work tomorrow. I'm anticipating the way they're making it this storm sound is it's going to be a pretty gnarly one, and Lance has to drive pretty far for work every day, and we're anticipating him having to sleep in his truck tomorrow night just so he doesn't have to do the drive all the way home and then have to do the drive all the way back to work the next morning. So we have them all prepped, ready to go. I did forget in the last video, we did like a winter prep video. If you haven't seen that, go watch that one, either here or here. I don't know which side it is on, but I did forget a toothbrush in there. And my mom, who is a hygienist, I was telling her like I packed a backpack for him and she's like, did you get a toothbrush? I was like, oh my gosh, no. That would be pretty miserable to sleep in your truck all night and not like get good sleep and then not have a clean mouth. That's very refreshing when your mouth is clean. So I did get a toothbrush and toothpaste added to that. Anyways, it's just a snowfall right now, but I figured I would bring you guys along through this whole storm. This is very lower 48 of him, but it's actually it works really well to keep your windshield wipers from freezing, but it's always funny. The Alaskan joke is that you're not local if you do that with your your windshield wipers. But anyways, just a light snow right now. We've definitely gotten, I'd say, probably 2 inches over the last couple days. It's about 8 o'clock on Sunday night, so we'll see where the storm takes us. Hello guys. Today is day 2 of the storm because I got a crazy migraine yesterday and that's just what it was. I was in bed all day. The worst migraine I've had in a couple years, but we're back at it today. We're feeling good. I've been taking Tylenol and ibuprofen, like a mix of it, and it's been getting so much better. Anyways, that's not what the vlog is about. We're not going to focus on that because I am feeling so much better. The last clip you saw was from 4 a.m. yesterday morning when Lance was going to work. There was just a lot of snow. It was pretty typical for like an Alaskan snow, but it is the rain and wind that does us in. Let me show you what our driveway looks like right now and just understand that we probably got 9 inches of snow yesterday and then a whole bunch of rain, so it just like soaked into the snow. My kids got out here, the older 3 got out here and like shoveled a whole bunch so Lance could get in the driveway yesterday. He did not have to sleep at work last night, and I don't think he's gonna have to sleep at work tonight, which I am so grateful for. Tomorrow night may be a different story, I don't know, but let me show you what we're working with right now. It does not look that bad. I understand that, but it is super just like very wet, heavy snow. We do not own a plow nor a snowblower, which I don't even think a snowblower could cut through this because it's just wet. It's actually like sleeting right now. Let's see if you can, I'm not sure you can even tell, but it's a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow coming down. They did not cancel school until this morning, which I thought was ridiculous because the conditions of the roads and like, honestly, they're not terrible roads, but at any moment it could drop below freezing and these roads will be treacherous, like absolutely treacherous. We have been above freezing all night, which is why it's still wet and not frozen. It's 34 degrees, so we have yet to freeze. It's supposed to dip a little bit below freezing tonight, so we'll see the conditions. It's been a little nerve-wracking, but you know what, guys? what's huge for us is we have not had the power go out one time. There has been thousands and thousands of people without power in Fairbanks, but I keep looking at all the outages because, you know, I just want to see what's out around us. You know, once they start creeping towards us, you start to get a little more nervous, but almost all of North Pole has had 0 outages. It's all been in Fairbanks, which is almost the opposite. Or maybe it just takes them longer to get out to North Pole. That might be what it is, but anyways, I'm just chatting because didn't really talk to anybody yesterday besides my mom on the phone. She was just calling to make sure I was okay. Anyways, so far we've got power. I should knock on some wood because the wind is starting to pick up, and that's what's going to make me nervous is all this wet, heavy snow on these trees. And then the wind starts whipping around. I imagine we'll lose power sometime today. Not really too worried about it because we're set for it. We've got our generator. We have the heat all turned on, not to turn down at night because, you know, in case it goes out in the middle of the night, we want the house as warm as possible. But we're just hanging out. We're completely snowed in. I'm not even sure my van would make it through our driveway right now. Lance has been taking the truck, obviously, because it's much safer for him to be driving the truck than his little car. Anyways, also, today is Natalie's birthday. I'm so excited. She turned 14 years old today, and we're not really celebrating it today a lot. She is doing good. She's been having some really good days. She did ask for biscuits and gravy this morning, which I was like, yeah, of course, it's your birthday. Not thinking about the gastroparesis, and I think that has made her a little bit nauseous. She also forgot a bunch of her meds yesterday because I was down, so it's hard to say what it was that caused it, but she's slightly nauseous today. Still so much better than she's been. So anyways, happy birthday to Natalie. We have switched to full snow globe mode. I'd much rather have this than the rain, but oh my gosh. You guys, it is many days later, but I did not film a lot during our storm, and I feel so bad because the video that I recorded about prepping for the storm got like 10,000 views, which is so many views for me. And so it got a lot of traction, and then it's gunshots. Alaska. By the time I had posted the prep video, the storm had already happened. So anyways, yes, basically what happened was I got a migraine and I was in bed all day long. We never ended up losing power. Lance never ended up having to sleep at his work. School was canceled 2 days in a row, so Monday and Tuesday, and then they went back to work Wednesday, went back to school Wednesday, which I thought was kind of crazy because the roads were like freezing at that point, and then they were getting really slippery. But I made it to all the schools okay, and on Wednesday I just took it very, very slow. We left way earlier than normal, left a lot of time, so we never had to hurry. And even if the kids were going to be late for school, I would have still taken it slow. More gunshots. Oh my gosh. All right, so the final update on the storm was we were not affected at all. Other than school being closed and Lance being a little more nervous for Lance to go to work because he does drive so much. And just so you guys know, when Lance goes to work on a normal day, he's gone for about 15 hours a day. And so it's very, very important to me to be set up and to be independent so he doesn't have to leave work. So that's why we prepped so much. Honestly, we just weren't affected, and I am very, very grateful for that. I think almost 99% of North Pole kept their power the whole time, and I don't know why, because it's normally the opposite. But Fairbanks had thousands and thousands of people without power. I saw somebody that was getting power back on Thursday, and they had been without power since Monday. So it was a very nasty storm. There was a lot of wrecks. It was just hectic all around. We do not leave during storms like this. Yes, I would probably be fine, but I don't want to be another person on the road for no reason. I fully prepped well before, so I did not have to go anywhere. I'm very cold. I'm gonna go inside. Oh my gosh. No, we do not go. I did not go anywhere. Lance had to go to work. That was that was what he had to do. We just prepare enough to where we don't have to be on the road. And if you don't have to be on the road, you should definitely not be on the road. It was absolute chaos out in the world. It was stopped traffic on our highways. It sounds like it was taking people a very long time to get to work. So we just don't add to the chaos. We get prepared before the storm. I honestly had planned on doing like more fun things with the kids. At least that second snow day when I was functionable, and we just didn't end up doing a whole lot. We just chilled. The kids were thankful to have 2 snow days in a row. Though we didn't end up having to use any of the stuff for Lance, we're fully prepared for the next storm, and there will be a next storm because there is plenty of times. If it's not a next storm, it will be 40 below where I don't go anywhere. If school is optional, we do not go. Really, 30 below is questionable. Anywhere between 30 below and 40 below, which can happen a lot here. I really don't like to go anywhere. So if school is optional, we don't go, we stay home, we just stay off the roads. There's no reason to go out if you don't need to. Like that first night, we just ended up setting up our indoor tent and the kids had fun doing that. We watched Snow Day, which was kind of more of a teenage movie, I realized while we were watching. I'm like, oh, okay. But it's all right. The kids still, I was like, do you guys want to watch something else? And they're like, no, it's okay. So they ended up watching it. But then we ended up watching something about computer wears tennis shoes, like super old movie. I always start movies, I'm like, if you guys don't want to watch it, we can find something else. And they ended up watching the whole thing, which I thought was really funny. It was like, I want to say it was from like 1960s or something. It was really old for a movie, okay? Don't want to offend anybody. For a movie, it was an old movie. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the love and encouragement on my winter prep video. We're set now, so I really don't have to do a lot. Another thing I did want to say is I had more than 5 gallons of gas for a generator. We already had gas from like summertime because we go to the lake, we use our boat, we had lots of gas. I showed getting 5 gallons of gas, but it's because I wanted 20 gallons total. I wanted 4 5-gallon jugs of fuel, and so we just had to fill one up. Anyways, I've wanted to explain that because 5 gallons of gas is not very much if the power was out. Like the one person I saw was out for 4 days. That would have been a lot. I don't think there was a fuel shortage by any means here that I know of. I just it was whatever I saw on Facebook or social media. I just kind of watched from a distance. Anyways, thank you guys so much for all the love and support on that video and all my videos. I have such positive people on my channel, and that is something that's so important to me because I was having a discussion with the kids about social media because, you know, I'm getting like teenagers. This is a really big rabbit trail. But when people get hate on social media, there's a lot of stuff thrown out there of like, oh, well, you're on social media, so you should just expect comments and judgment and all that. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Because let's say you're at work and someone comes up to your desk and goes, you're ugly, or you're a stupid parent, or you're not a good parent, or like, you know, like all that stuff is not normal in the workplace, and I don't think it should be normal on YouTube either. So that's my 2 cents. Okay, I don't deal with any of that like negativity and hate and stuff. Go find somebody else to go watch. I am not going to be everybody's cup of tea. If you don't like watching me, that is okay. Okay, I don't need to be everybody's cup of tea. I can be somebody's cup of coffee. Just kidding. I don't know where I'm going with this, okay? It's too far. It's too far. But it was a conversation I was having with my kids on the discussion of social media and how people can be very judgmental. And that's how I think about it, is like, they probably wouldn't have a job very long. All right, well, this is getting really long. I am very grateful that we were not affected by the storm. obviously thousands and thousands of people in Fairbanks were, so my heart does go out to them. Alaskans are very good at being prepared. We have a good heads up and we're all out to help each other, so if I were to have heard of anybody that needed a generator, I would have figured out a way to help them out, and that's just the Alaskan way. All right, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!